talking about the ability to do security investigations. So if you have an IT security team that's working on an investigation, what permissions do they have with certain keywords, certain accounts, to be able to get that information? So there's a lot of things that we kind of take for granted from an IT department that start to be questions that you need to remember to ask when you're talking to a cloud service provider. So to the second question, Chad asked about data center. Our data centers are pretty much consolidated. I was more talking about the business process flow of information and the applications that provide that business process. We're as I said, an 80-year-old company with a lot of old things that go back to almost Morse code in terms of understanding and complexity. And none of those you can move to the cloud because it'd be cost prohibitive to find a cloud provider that would hire the expertise to maintain those things. So they're kind of stuck inside our four walls with an aging workforce that we have to continue to figure out how we develop training programs to keep those things alive. So being able to connect to those things and run a business process, it's very complicated. You get to the point where it's almost cost prohibitive because you still have your data center, your data, your people to run the things that you can't outsource, and then you have the cloud provider that has some subscription basis that's doing a piece of it. And that almost, in many cases, becomes more expensive than just keeping it all together. So we're very picky and choosy as far as what we look at pushing out to the cloud to make sure we don't get into something where it ends up costing us more longer term.
Yeah,